about the new farmers market in San Luis Obispo.
A singer-songwriter stops through slow while on a U.S. backyard tour.
And Cal Poly star point guard will be back on the court sooner than she thought.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Garrett Brown.
And I'm Scott Field. Thank you for joining us here at today's top stories. Cal Poly just had its first farmers market. Reporter Jake Davis has more.
Cal Poly's first farmers market is here. Students, teachers, and faculty members alike are all lining up to get a taste of what's going on.
Organic food, live music. Yep, it's looking like a farmer's market. The goal of the market is to provide fresh produce to the community and help with food insecure students, ensuring that everyone has access to fresh food. A study conducted by the California State University System in January 2018 found that 41.6% of students reported food insecurity.
A large portion of our campus is food insecure and they don't have access to fresh fruit and vegetables, and we're just here to provide that and help the community out in general.
Getting the produce to students in a cheap and convenient manner is the name of the game for the Cal Poly Farmers Market.
I think it's really cool for a lot of reasons. I've been at Cal Poly campus for 4 years, obviously, and the knowledge about sustainable food and getting, farm to table ingredients has grown. But we're college kids, so we go for whatever's cheap and easy and convenient, and we want to be lazy.
By the looks of it, students are rushing to secure their bags of food.
Kids love it. They were lined up already. They're texting their friends already about getting bread, so we'll be back in 2 weeks with probably about 3 times as much bread, hopefully.
For Mustang News, I'm Jake Davis.
The farmers market is set to take place the first and third Tuesday of the month, with hours possibly changing over the summer.
Spotify artist Jack Symes stopped through San Luis Obispo this weekend for the start of his U.S. backyard tour. Reporter Annie Murphy caught up with the artist to find out more.
May 1st kicked off a U.S. backyard tour for California native singer-songwriter Jack Symes.
So the tour is 30 shows in like 5 or 6 weeks, and it's across the full U.S., a lot of cities that I've never played in before or been to.
A backyard filled with Cal Poly students was a special place for the artist to perform on his second night of the tour.
I freaking love slow a lot. I was playing drums with the Midwest Can Company, and we played at the Frog and Peach on Thursday night. It was epic.
The intimacy of a backyard show brought everyone together and created a unique connection.
I think having a concert as a house show versus in an actual concert setting creates such more of an intimate vibe. One, because you actually are physically closer to the artist, but two, opens up an entire sense of community and family vibe.
Most of the songs that were played at the show were off his first album, Songs for Moms, and while he's in the process of working on another album, he hopes to continue to keep playing backyard shows in the future.
In any big rush to get stuff out, but assuming this house show tour goes well, I really like the idea of just doing this several times a year. Because it's a very organic way to meet people.
The backyard tour is just in its beginning stages, but Jack and his Honda CR-V are ready to be on the road. Annie Murphy, Mustang News.
You can follow Jack Symes on Spotify and on Instagram to keep up with his cross-country music tour.
With overcast weather this week, are there clear skies to come?
Natalie, what can we expect with the weather?
Is the rain going to be sticking around for long? I'll have your weather forecast after the break.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do him like that, Uncle Drew!
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that. You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys.
Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Here she comes. I, Krista, take you, Jamie, to be my wife. When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
Hello and welcome back to Mustang News. I'm Natalie Young here with your weather. Today is going to be around 66 in the highs and 54 for the lows, with partly sunny skies, about 30% chance participation, and 72% humidity. Heading on over to North County, we have a high of 69 in Paso Robles and a low of 52, with similar weather in Atascadero with 67 and 51. Heading on over to Santa Margarita, we have 65 and 52. Heading over to our beaches, we have a low of 42 in Cayucos and a high of 64, a high of 62 in Morro Bay with a low of 41, as well as a low of 43 and a high of 64 in Avila with similar temperatures heading on down the beach. Heading over to South County and extended, we have a high of 66 and a low of 54 in Arroyo Grande, with similar, actually the same weather forecast in Napomo and Guadalupe. We have a high of 66 in Santa Maria and 55 is the low, 67 and low 54 in Orcutt. Our 5-day forecast looks pretty similar to what the day looks like, with our weathers today and tomorrow 66 and low 50s, with the sun to pop out over the weekend into Monday. This has been a look at your weekly weather. Now over to Sydney for your sports.
Thanks, Natalie. I'm Sydney Brandt here with your sports report for today. Cal Poly star point guard Stahley will be returning to the Mustangs next season as student assistant coach. Reporter Kylie Smith has more on her plans for the transition.
She shoots, she scores. Stahley, the starting point guard for the women's basketball team at Cal Poly, is now stepping into a new role for the team.
This past week has really thrown my plans up in the air because I'm not really sure if I want to go into industry straight away or if I do want to pursue the coaching and just giving back to the sport that gave me so much.
She served the team well the past 4 years. For her 5th year at Cal Poly, she will be transitioning into the student assistant coaching position.
It's definitely going to be hard. Knowing me, my personality, I'm just going to want to go out there and do it for them, and coaching's way different than being a player. Okay, we're good.
Coach Faith Mimnoff thinks that Stahley has been doing the pouring into all along.
It's a natural progression, easy for her, I think, to move into coaching because she's already got pretty good reps at doing that, a coach on the floor as a point guard.
During her 4 years on the team, she has contributed 159 steals and 341 assists, both nationally ranked stats.
We all consider her another coach on the floor. She really knows what she's talking about, and we always go to her if we kind of don't know what we're doing or if we need advice about something. She kind of played that role last year and the year before for me as well.
And do you want more as a coach?
Yeah, I want them to do so much better than me personally that I did in the program and how the teams in the past did in the program. And if I can help by being a coach and help them experience that, then I'm all for it.
Kylie Smith, Mustang News.
Shoot or shoot, and Stahley definitely shot her shot. The team looks forward to seeing her take on this new position. And Cal Poly just hired their new men's basketball coach, John Smith, and he's looking to turn the team around next year. Smith previously was an associate head coach at Cal State Fullerton, where he helped coach the Titans to 3 straight postseason appearances over the last 3 years. Smith is now tasked with rebuilding a Cal Poly program that has not had a winning season since the 2013-2014 year. The Mustangs finished last season with a 6-23 record, while only winning 2 of their Big West Conference games.
Our system will be a fast-paced system, an aggressive defensive system, and once we get it all in place and the pieces in place, hopefully day by day, game by game, it will impose its will on our opponents.
And just like the plot of High School Musical, we're moving from the basketball court to the stage.
From the court to the stage, this weekend kicks off the play Stop Kiss. Tonight is the opening night for Stop Kiss, the theater department's main stage production for the 2018-2019 season. The play follows two friends falling in love after sharing a kiss. A homophobic attack follows, and the friends must navigate the way it affects their lives.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
Wait, what do you want to say? People from the Netherlands have flew out of Morro Bay this year. Since 2007, people from the Central Coast have traveled out to Morro Bay for the annual Kite Festival. Now the event has grown to bring people from across the world. Reporter Sydney Brandt headed to the beach to see what was up.
For more than 10 years, people from across the world, from Visalia all the way to the Netherlands, have grabbed their kites and come out to Morro Bay for the annual Kite Festival.
It started more than a decade ago.
In 2006, I went to a kite festival in Paso Robles to be a vendor. And while I was up there, I thought, boy, this is a great idea.
Sean's idea launched into a community event, bringing kites, food, and even princesses.
The first couple of years, we had a few kite flyers, not a lot. And as it evolved, we got more kite flyers because the kite flyers say that Morro Bay has some of the best winds for kite flying. Where this year we have Mary Poppins, superheroes. It's an awesome event for a family.
The festival lasts for 3 days each year and is open to all walks of life.
People from age 2 to 80, I mean in their 80s, love this.
What's been your favorite part today?
The kite festival.
There's something about flying a kite that just makes you forget about everything and just you're part of the kite. It's like you're up in the wind with it. It's quite relaxing.
In Morro Bay, Sydney Brandt, Mustang News.
Morro Bay will host their next event Saturday, May 18th in downtown Morro for the Mermaid and Pirate Parade. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Garrett Brown.
And I'm Scott Field. Make sure to visit mustangnews.net for continuous coverage. Have a great week.